Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain the leetcode problem number 3381, that is maximum sum array sum with length divisible by k. Okay, so from last 3 or 4 days the leetcode gives us the problem of on the basis of on this concept of divisibility factor. Okay, I think you see the pattern of leetcode. Okay, let's understand what the question says. You are given an you are given an array of integer nums and an integer k. Okay, return the maximum sum of subarray. Okay, where subarray is contiguous non-empty sequence of element within an array. Okay, of nums such that the size of the subarray means the length of the subarray means the size of the subarray is divisible by k. Okay, we have to find that subarray which have maximum sum with the length is divisible by k, means the length must be divisible by k, and we have to find that subarray which have maximum sum. Okay, I hope you understand the question. Okay, let's go on example. Let's see this example. Okay, let's see for first example. Okay, lemon nums equals to 1 comma 2. Okay, and the divisibility factor is k, that is 1. Okay, now this is only one length of subarray. Okay, and we will see the one length of subarray is divisible by 1, that is k equals to 1, and the sum is max sum is we store the max sum is 1. Okay, now we move on next to next index that is 1. Okay, now we see that if we take from 0 to 1 and the length of the subarray is 2. Okay, and 2 is also divisible by 1, and the max sum is 3. Okay, so we update the maximum from 1 to 3. Okay, so we return 3, and if we check this alone 2, that is of size 1, so but it is smaller than 3. Okay, so we return 3 answer. Okay, let's move on. I take another example which using which I understand this question. Okay, so I write it here, that is -1 and -2 and then 3 and then 4 and then -5. Okay, so let's understand. First okay, now let's understand. Here -1 and -2 and -3 and 4 and minus. First we understand this question, that this question is based on, I hope you understand that on which concept this question is based, that is cadence algo. Okay, I hope most of the people knows about cadence algo. Okay, what this algo says, I going to understand this. Let's understand. Okay, there is two variable. One is first one is current sum. Okay, current sum which we take as nums of 0, and the max sub array sum which is also nums of 0. Okay, now our I is from this to move from this. Okay, now we understand. The cadence algorithm says that when we move on when we move on the next I, we will check that nums of I is greater than nums of I plus current sum. Okay, let's understand that we have to take the maximum of these two. Okay, maximum means the cadence algo says that when we move on another index, so we check that we start the new subarray from that indices, or we append this nums of I to the previous subarray. Okay, means previous subarray is -1 this, and the new subarray is from this -2 from the new index. Okay, so now here we check that max of nums of I were -2, and the nums of I is -2 plus current sum is what, -1. So we check that what max sum is come out. It is came out to -2 and -3. What it is come out to -2. Okay, so and we store this in a current sum variable. Okay, so now current sum variable contains -2. Okay, and max sub sum also updated with this, that is max sub sum comma current sum. Okay, now so it convert from -1 to is it a change? No, it's still -1 because -2 is smaller than -1. Okay, now we move on to next index, that is I equals to 2. Okay, now we check that now max sum is changes. Okay, sorry, current sum is changes because the nums of I is on 3, and when we add new nums of I to the previous subarray, that is previous सवेरे कितना था इसमें, मीन्स previous सवेरे contains -2. Okay, so the so max of these two is comes out to 3. So current sum is updated, current sum is now 3. So max sum is also updated because max sum is -1 and -1 comma 3. Max of -1 and comma 3 is 3. Okay, now we move on to the next I. Okay, now we again ask to this algo that we have to take new subarray starting from I index, or we append this index nums of I to the previous subarray. That is previous subarray is what? Previous subarray is from this to this. Okay, previous subarray is from this to this, or we take a new subarray. Okay, so here we put 3. Okay, so clearly shows here we have to take the previous subarray from 3 to 4. So the current sum is 7. Current sum comes out to be 7, and we update max of sum, that is here 3 comma 7 comes out to be what? 7. Okay, now our I is move on to next index. Now again we ask to the cadence algo that the max new nums of I is -5, and when if we append this -5 to the previous subarray which have sum is 7. So -5 plus 7 comes out to be what? -5 plus 7 comes out to be 2, and -5 and 2, which one is greater? 2. Okay, so we update here 2. Now the we don't create a new subarray, we actually append this -5 to the previous subarray, that is 3 comma 4 comma -5. So what it come out to be? 2. So current sum is 2, but our max sum is still 7 because 2 is smaller than 7. So here our max sum comes out to be 7. Okay, comes out to be 7. So this is how cadence algo works. Okay. Now I move on to the our question approach. Okay, so here actually there is, we have to find the subarray which is divisible by k. Okay, so I took the of length of k subarray. Okay, so which is also divisible by k. Okay, means multiple of k, means multiple of subarray of size k. Okay, and we store the prefix because we have to find the prefix, we have to find the subarray sum. So I stored prefix sum in the in previous, means early I stored the prefix sum. Okay, it gave in O1 time. Okay, now I move to the approach, that is I took the start from 0 and from start 0 and up to k. Why up to k? Because let's see if I go behind the after the k, then it gives the repeated subarray. Okay, so I don't move forward. Okay, I go till the k. Okay, means not till the k, till k minus 1. Okay, I took I is equal to start and current sum equal to 0. Now I must be less than n. Okay, and I plus k minus 1 is also less than n, means the subarray which I took is must be less than, is must be divisible by k. So I have to took the that subarray which is divisible by k, means multiple of k. Okay, like if k is equals to 2, then I have to take what? I have to take 2 comma 4 comma 8 up to less than n minus 1, up to less than n. Okay, so j equals to I plus k minus 1. So there is a subarray from I to j, and we have to find the subarray sum from the prefix in in O1 time. Okay, so it gives a subarray sum. Now in the cadence algorithm over here, we compare with nums of I plus current sum, but here in this problem we compare from with subarray sum to subarray sum plus current sum. Okay, and further current sum is compared with max subarray sum. Okay, and we move I is equals to I plus k forward for multiple of k. Why multiple of k? Because this is condition given in the question. Okay, that our subarray must be divisible by k, our subarray size must be divisible by k. Okay, so but here if you think that it is O of n square, no, this is not a O of n square. You can see that I started from 0 to k, and I started from start and go up to I plus k, means I plus k, sorry, I plus I less than n. Okay, so here uh, it runs up to O of n minus k, and it runs to O of k. Okay, O of k, so it overall gives run up to O of n. Okay, and at last I return the maximum subsum. Okay, so run this code. Okay, all the test cases are passed. Okay, I failed here because I took here integer instead of long. That's why my last test case failed. So I took here long, then it passed. Okay, let's submit.